Good morning, good morning. Woke up half an hour ago and now we're going to drive a couple hours for some mushrooms. I'm hoping to find lobster, chanterelle, and honey mushrooms and anything in between, but those are the three big ones. So let's get right to it. So we made it to the same spot we were last time. And first I'm checking the honey mushroom spot. And some of the ones I'm guessing we missed, they've gotten pretty big. So here's one of them. I can't believe we're already finding stuff though. Oh, it smells great. So we're at 2 mushrooms and it's been less than 5 minutes. Good start. The ones we're finding here are actually reaching like the end of the maturity stage. Like here, they're curving upwards already, and some are still good. So we'll get the good ones. Oh man, I'm really in the bush now. Disclaimer, I'm deducing that these are honey mushrooms just by the fact that's what was growing here last time I was here. And this is probably what we missed and like grew up to be more mature. So obviously I'm gonna double check that later because I like to be right. And we're gonna be right. So look what I'm finding here in the ground. Someone's been picking here.
Someone cooked here.
Oh, this. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of scraps of someone that's already been picking here. Well, that's okay. We'll just look around and find what's left. Oh, look at this one. And this one here. Oh, okay. These are awesome. And as I was doing that, I noticed this. Look at that. That's a lobster right here. Oh, nice one too. Woo! There's another one. Look at this haul already. All edible. Honeys and a lobster. This is amazing. And over here, some more. One cut. One after the cut, we take them and we put them in. So I just found a first. The brain mushroom or the false morel. Poisonous, not good for you. But looking at it, there's no way you can mistake that for a morel. Those that do it, silly guys. But that's cool. How about that? Oh, we found so many of these last time, the purple ones, and there's so many. They're so cool. Look at that. Wow. Over here, over there. That's really pretty mushrooms. Oh, look at this, the type of coral mushrooms growing here. I don't know what types, not gonna touch it. Those are hard to identify. But so sweet. We like the small ones because the way we cook them, they're really tasty.
White and sticky.
Oh, that's great. Woo!
Don't know if they're good, but
Look at this.
nice.
These two are lobsters.
You guys see that? That's sick, dude.
Funky. There's a slippery jack over here, you can tell. That's pretty cool. Awesome. Some more honeys right here. Today's a great success day again. Some more right here. Let's add them to our pile. And right over here. Yeah. Nice. So where we are right now is actually the same spot we were in the last mushroom picking video that I did. This is a week later and we're hoping there'll be another flush, and we were right, there is another flush. Someone's beat us ahead though and has been picking a bunch. I'm seeing scraps everywhere, but he's also leaving so much behind. So I'd say that's for the most part pretty ethical of him. And now we're just gonna search and take our part. So I got 2 lobsters right now and a whole bunch of honeys. So this is proving to be a fantastic day, successful day out in the woods. Yeah, that's the one. And right here, I think that's a slippery jack over here. Let's find out. Yeah, I think that's a slippery jack. That's cool. There's also these white mushrooms here. Cool. And look what we got over here. It's a lobster. Oh, it's a good one too. We'll cut the dirt off in the bottom here, and then we'll add it to the pile. Look at this tree mushroom. It's pretty big. Oh, more honey mushrooms. Awesome. All sorts of little mushrooms here, except I'm going for the honeys. They're the ones I want. I saw some more here. It's kind of hard to see. Like, you look away, you look at one area, and then when you look again, it's all gone. But like, there's mushrooms there and there and there. Three more to the pile. Got some over here. Let's add them to a pile. Plus this little guy. Not fully sure what it is. Oh, look at that. That's a big guy. One lobster mushroom. Two lobster mushroom right over there. Look at these. Flip them over. They're so orange. These are great. Oh yeah, we're gonna go down the road a bit, so we're gonna go back to the car and drive down.
Oh, okay.
Look at these honey mushrooms, how moldy they've gotten. Oh, it's crazy. Look at this one I just found when we were walking back. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, cluster of the small ones, the best ones to fry up, I think. Woohoo! Found something neat over here. Something's been eating at it. So I'm not sure what these are actually. Interesting, but there's a small one here. I'm gonna leave them alone. I mean, half alone. I already bugged one. But yeah, I want to have a look in this area, because like with the way it looks here, I'm hoping for some more lobsters. Look at this guy. Huh. The way he's growing stuff, that is a neat mushroom. I was just beginning to give up on this side, and while I didn't find any lobsters, found two of these guys, plus some more of the purple ones. And they're so vibrant here too. Absolutely, like, probably the most gorgeous mushroom that I've seen yet. It's really... They're so beautiful. Whoa, look at that. It's so red.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. One lobster here. And right here, look at that.
Dude, that's a beauty.
That's amazing, yeah.
Wow.
Just a you see just a glimpse right here. But this whole area is raised. So we're gonna peel it back.
Ooh.
There he is. Oh, but he looks like he's in a rough condition actually. He's such a nice orange, but like he's moldy. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here. Yeah, no, this one's not good. That's too bad. Oh yeah, you found one too. Oh, there's a big mushroom right here. Nice. Wow.
Ew, did you even take them?
No, I'm gonna...
Look at that. Nice.
It's got like these little points.
That's cute. What is he?
Fungal tubes. Oh, these are cool. Yeah, there's a lot of those too. I find I'm saying the word cool too much, but I mean that's the only way to really describe these mushrooms as cool.
There's more of the pinky babies over here.
Cute. We're all done picking now. I just had a few more lobster mushrooms. I just didn't bring the camera, so I couldn't record picking them. But we're gonna head back home now. So this was a good adventure. Now we got the cleaning ahead of us. And we're home. We got a whole bunch of mushrooms over here to work through. But what we're gonna start is with these lobsters. We're gonna bring those inside, gonna clean them up, get them ready to dehydrate, and then get going from there. It's time to clean all these now. Let's go. So I cut up a bunch of the lobster mushrooms, put them in the dehydrator. Gonna put them in here and dehydrate these ones. We have a few, this one and a few more in the box that I forgot to take out. I'm gonna clean up to fry instead for cooking. So some to preserve and some to eat now. Okay, I set it up to start dehydrating, and we're gonna leave this going all night actually, and then tomorrow we're gonna see what happens. Over here we got our honey mushrooms, 2 different types from the looks of it. These we're gonna, some of them we're gonna dehydrate too tomorrow. Some of them we're gonna cook and eat now. So we've done what we could today. We don't want to cook any of it really yet. So the bottom of our fridge is just full of the mushrooms. But I want to be dehydrating a lot of these. None of these, I just don't want to cook them today. But a lot of it's getting dehydrated. So I should have took that dehydrator from my mom's house. We only have the one small one now, and it's gonna take some time. However, we did all we can do today, so we're gonna continue on tomorrow, and that's it for now. Okay, it's 7 in the morning. They have finished dehydrating. I already put a bunch in the jar right here, but this is what they look like. Void of water. So actually gonna be a pretty good yield from it. So I'm gonna put all the rest of these in here now. Okay, I did it. The jar is full. Nice. Now we're gonna dehydrate these honey mushrooms. Okay, got the dehydrator going. Let's start it. Whoop. Okay, and now these are gonna dehydrate. Probably gonna take about 4 to 6 hours. So this evening, way later, I'm gonna take them out and put them in a jar. However, now for the other ones, we're gonna go and we're gonna jar them, pickle them, keep them in the fridge, a different type of process. And we're gonna keep some on the side to saute and cook for a meal later. So time to go do that. These here are ready for the pickling process. Well, not quite ready. We have to boil them for 45 minutes first before we start that. I switched the pot from this one to this one because an excellent point was brought up to me. It might bubble over and we don't want that. So it's getting close. We got about 5 minutes left in timer, 6 minutes. They're almost done. Then we gotta clean them up in some cold water. Just strain them. And then I got the rest of the ingredients here. We got the vinegar, the bay leaves, salt. This is actually nice salt that I picked up in Hawaii. Has a bit of a smoky taste, so I think that's gonna add a nice taste to this. Some whole corn, pepper, and some sugar actually goes in it too, so it's gonna be pretty exciting. Okay, I now have it back in this pot because I've strained them, I've cleaned them, and I've actually already mixed the ingredients. So now it's gonna be here for 15 minutes before I got it jarred. So it's time to jar now. Got it all ready here. Already jarred a bit of it, and time to jar some more. I'm gonna put some chili powder in one of them to have more of a kick of spicy one and try and see how that is. So, and then it's gonna take about a month actually until they're ready to go. Okay, they're all jarred now. Gonna let them cool down to room temperature before putting them in the fridge. Okay, the honeys have finished dehydrating, and now we're gonna put them in this jar. Okay, they're all in the jar now. Boop. That's more dehydrated. Next, we still have to dehydrate those slippery jacks, and that's gonna be a lot more work. Those take about like 1 to 2 days actually, just straight of dehydration, because they're such a wet mushroom. So we have 3 different types, I believe. We have a slippery jack, slippery Jill, and a slippery cow. So we're gonna have a look through those first, identify the separate ones. So and then go from there. It is now time to process all of these. So for these, we actually have to peel all of the caps because it's quite like it can cause upset stomachs. It's not great, but yeah. So we're gonna peel the caps. And after we peel the caps, they're ready to be used however we want. And it's also very dirty, which is another reason to peel those. Okay, I got all the slippery cows and slippery jacks ready. There we go. Now let's plug that in and start it. And that's it. That's all we do with that. So there's 3 common I guess in the Sulius family, the slipperies. The first one is Slippery Jack, probably the most common known name. Slippery Jack can be identified 2 ways. For one, all of these guys have a pretty gross, slippery like top, like it's pretty wet and moist. Like I rub on it, I've got some of it on me now. So with that, slippery jacks are the darkest of those. And when we turn around, slippery jacks also have a veil on the stem. We also have slippery Jill. So there's Jack and Jill. Jill, I don't think I have any Jills. I'm not fully sure. This one might be one because it's still got a pretty dark top, but I'm not fully sure on that. I think this might just be actually a slippery Jack that's not fully formed yet. However, we also have the slippery cow. So we got Jack, we got Jill, and we got the cow. Slippery cow is a more beige top and has a more smooth stem. Apparently slippery Jill has more like a bumpy stem, no droplets. And also the actual bottom in slippery Jill drops kind of like this waxy white stuff. And we don't have that going here for any of the mushrooms we picked, I don't think. So my identification for this would be slippery Jill. Sorry, slippery cow. So we got slippery Jack and slippery cow here. Whew, saying slippery so often gets kind of confusing. Some of the other mushrooms we have, and I don't have any on hand, so pictures will do, is we picked lobster mushrooms. So I'm going to read a bit about the lobster mushroom now. The description for lobster mushrooms are that they're bumpy, bright orange to orange-red mold, growing on various white species of lactose and rusula mushrooms. So we found some of those large white mushrooms at some points, and I believe those turn into lobsters eventually, if gotten. The mold is orange, orange-red, or reddish purple, with fine bumps produces orange to reddish flask-like vessels. The edibility is apparently choice of caution. So I mean, some like them, some don't. I love them. I think it is great. So they're throughout North America, and here's the interesting thing. So lobster mushrooms, the parasitic lobster mushroom transforms its ordinarily unpalatable Lactarius and Rusula hosts into excellent edibles. The mushrooms should be well cleaned and cooked. If the host cannot be confirmed, avoid this. This could potentially parasite a poisonous species. So for the most part, they parasite an edible species, but I mean, it is possible for it not to. Or the ones we have turned out fine. Now, we also have one more mushroom that we found, and that is the honey mushroom. So I'm going to read about the honey mushroom. All right, honey mushrooms. The description form is yellow-brown, sticky cap with erect black hairs over center. Discoloring whitish gills and stalk with white and cream ring on wood. White oval becoming convex to nearly flat, sticky dry, yellow to rust brown, often with blackish erect hair-like scales. Gills attached. Edibility is choice with caution again. Oh, they even grow in December to February if you're in California. We're not, so that doesn't matter to us. Clustered at bases and near stumps of trees, also in open areas. The lookalikes, while not very lookalike, one is poisonous, it lacks the ring and it's orange. The other is a hallucinogenic, it's orange and very bitter. Yeah, it needs to be well cooked in order to be a good edibility. It's apparently excellent edible, but it needs to be well cooked. So with that, that's kind of our identification. We got our different mushrooms, right? We got the slippery jack, the slippery cow. Okay, so we have now cut all the mushrooms, the slippery jacks, whatever. We have pickled, dehydrated, some still left to fry up, but we dealt with all the mushrooms now, which is great because that can be done with, and they're ready to be used throughout the winter now, which is the biggest reason I like the idea of dehydrating them. So we can use them later on. We just soak them in water for about 30-ish minutes and they're good to go. But with that, that's kind of concludes this video. There is a lot that we did. We found some great mushrooms and I really enjoyed it. And today I woke up, there's snow up at the peaks of the mountains, meaning that winter is starting to come, and I think soon there's not going to be any more mushrooms. So that's okay. We went twice, had some really good hauls, and next year we're going to do even better with that. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Join me on the next video, and bye bye.